Hello viewers, hope you all are doing great. As usual, today also I'm gonna share with you a new thought or maybe a message, right? So because we have to, right? So every day in everyday's life, what we have to do is, so we have to get upgraded ourselves or maybe get updated to the current world. So I just want to share about it and through a small story. There were a couple of woodcutters. I mean, they are friends. What they do is, they used to go to forest to cut trees and bring, that the blocks. They will bring the blocks. This is their profession, and every day they have to do like this. And the days are, moving on. But one person observed, because when it comes to the quantity of that blocks, so the other person is having more quantity, bringing more quantity always, and also he seems to be very fresh as usual, as he used to be in the morning, and he used to be very fresh. So I'm also working and I'm also cutting tree, but I cannot collect more blocks at the same time. But this person is not getting tired and also bringing more, blocks. How is this possible? So this was bothering in his mind all the time. This was bothering in his mind, and one day he decided to put a full stop to this, and he decided to ask this to his friend. And he asked, can you tell me, we both are going to the forest early in the morning and coming back in the evening, but the hours of work, it is equal. You and I working, certain hours only we are working, right? Even though we are working parallelly, I cannot collect more blocks. At the same time, you are achieving something better than me or maybe greater than me. How is this possible? Then that friend had replied to this man, see, I'm cutting trees, but at the same time I don't forget to take rest. So this is how I cut my trees, and I collected number of blocks or maybe more blocks. I will be able to achieve it, something like that he would have replied. So this man also decided, okay, anyhow, tomorrow onwards I'm also going to do like this. So I'm going to cut the tree as well as I'm going to take rest. So the second day he did like that. He was cutting trees at the same time, he was taking enough of rest. But in the end of the day, still he is lesser than to that person. His quantity is lesser compared to that man. So the end of the day he decided, no, something is wrong, something is happening over there. I have to find out it today, what's happening over there. So then he decided, early morning they are coming to a spot, and decided to go in a different direction. At the same time, this man decided to follow that person and wanted to hide somewhere and wanted to see what's happening over there, and he did like that. So that man started to cut the tree. He was cutting the tree. At the same time, every half an hour he used to take rest. While he is resting himself, he didn't forget to sharp his axe, the tool he is using to cut the tree. He used to sharp while he is on rest. So this is how he used to cut the trees and collect more blocks. That's how he was improving his the work. This is actually, we know, everybody knows this small story, because even though it is a small story, that the meaning of this, it is very big. Because ladies and gentlemen, actually in day-to-day life, what we have to do is, so we have to get updated to the current world, or maybe to the current version. We have to upgrade, because nowadays, you know, technologically there are lots of impact in this world, right? So smartphones, even tablets, iPad, there are, I mean, lots of applications are every day they are producing, and every day they are producing I mean, new technology related devices. So what we have to do is, we have to be very upgraded to that. So then only we will be able to, I mean, match ourselves to the current version. So one day there was a couple, they were enjoying their, I mean, morning coffee. The man was reading the newspaper while he is enjoying his morning coffee. At the same time, his wife also, I mean, sitting beside to him, and she asked, "Darling, give me that paper, will you? Give me that newspaper." Something like that she had asked. Then this man got a little bit irritation and decided to give her a nose cut. And he said, "Darling, see, this world is, you know, updated so much, right? So there are, I mean, technological impacts are there, right? So but still you are reading newspaper because you didn't get upgraded to the current version, or maybe to the current world. Why don't you do that, darling? Because you have to study a lot. You have to, I mean, you have to get yourself updated to the current world. You should be able to use the modern devices like, you know, iPad, smartphones, and this and that. Here, my iPad is here, right? Just use it. Don't just rely on the newspaper, right? So you can use my iPad, and, you know, you get upgraded yourself, darling." Something like that he would have replied. Then she also, I mean, took that, and after a few seconds later, there was a big bang, and the wife gave a statement, "Hey cockroach, you were playing with me since quite long period of time, and today only I was able to kill you, damn it, by this iPad." Right? So then wife was asking the newspaper to kill that cockroach, hit and kill the cockroach, but the husband wanted to give her a nose cut. That's the reason, you know, in a smart manner, he gave that iPad to use it. So finally, hope you can understand what would have happened to that iPad, and something like that. It is there in each and every families. Actually, we are having this kind of nice conversation, because you can be a boss, you can be a CEO to a company, or maybe you can be a general manager of a company. But when it comes to family, the home minister, I mean the Mrs. Home Improvement Committee, is always the king, and she is the boss. So whenever we talk to our spouse, I mean, especially to wife, I mean the Mrs. Home Improvement Committee, so we have to be very careful. We shouldn't show our smartness, what we do in office, what we show to others. So we can be, I mean, smarter, but it should be outside, not inside the home. So ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to share with this the message, or maybe a topic with you, because we have to, I mean, sharp our brain always, because when we want to get matched to this world, so we have to be upgrade our knowledge level, because there are lots of technological advancement in this world. So when you if you want to if you want to be a person who could handle all these kind of technological advancement, or maybe if you want to be paid handsome salary in an organization, because they will check when it comes to internet, or maybe using technological devices like in a smartphones, tablets, computers, or maybe iPad, something like that. So we have to be upgraded ourselves. So when we are upgraded to the current version, so then it won't be that much of difficult for us to accomplish a task, or maybe carry out our work in day-to-day activities in an office or whatever. So this kind of advancement, so we have to do that. So for that, what we have to do is, like, what we can do is that do it for that. So what we can do is, so we have to read a lot, right? We have to read a lot. We have to get updated ourselves to the current world, to the current version, because there are lots of opportunity nowadays. If we can Google it, so there are tremendous informations available in Google. So we don't need to go to, I don't say that we have to go to a library and read and understand all. Nowadays everybody having a smartphone in our hands. It's very easy, right? Go to Google and we can get tremendous information, right? So then only we will be able to compete to this current world. So then only we will be able to accomplish, or maybe carry out our duties and responsibilities which are given to us. So my dear ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to share with you, because it's my request, it's my humble request, to get updated ourselves to match to this current world. So then only our life will be able to manifest what we want. So I hope you enjoy this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this video, so you can share with this video with your friends, relatives, and anyone you care for that. So then only they will be able to upgrade themselves to the current version. Thank you.